Welcome back to the 2024 PDGA Amateur and Professional Masters Disc Golf World Championships from Emporia, Kansas. Welcoming Jennifer Allen into the press conference. Jennifer, the talk in your division, of course, is the longtime rivalry between you and Owen Scoggins. You and Owen have accounted for so many
I don't know if it's a rival. Like, she's destroyed us. but we have been present during this long streak she's running on. And the courses are set up great for her. So, she's definitely still a favorite for 4 in a row. We're going to try to battle her the best we can.
Can you describe the nature of the relationship that you have with Owen? Is it a product of just being around each other and competing for so long? Is there more of a camaraderie there? I know it's a friendly rivalry, but how would you describe it?
I wouldn't call it a rivalry. I wouldn't call it that at all. We're teammates. We support each other. We cheer each other on. And we've played together for probably 10, 15 years. So, no, we totally, just like she was there to cheer on Holland yesterday, right? Like, she cheers on everyone. She's very supportive, and I am as well. And so we've been teammates for a very long time and really good friends. So I think either of us would be super excited to see the other one win.
Jennifer, you and I share a home state. We share a passion for...
I thought you were going to say a podcast.
We share a podcast, PDGA Radio. We share a passion for University of Oklahoma softball, who just won their fourth national title in a row, which is the first time that's ever happened. So I want to take that nostalgia, that mentality into our game and talk just one more time about you and Owen and the fact that you all battle in the way that you do. How does that raise the tide for all the other boats in the women's game? What do you think that does?
Well, I am not Texas, so I'm going to go ahead and make that clear. If we're comparing the OU championships last week, I will not be Texas. I am Oklahoma, but Owen does have the 4-time going for her, not me. It's something that's not done. I think UCLA, maybe Arizona, there's just I think 3 or 4 other universities that have been able to do a streak like that. It's something, I think every 10 years there's that superstar in every sport, Michael Jordan and KD and, all of them. And, so I think it's just something that rolls around, and this is Owen's 10 year. We had JK, we have Des, we've had Elaine King, we've had incredible women in disc golf that have had their repeats, year after year. And this is Owen's decade.
You were downstairs saying hi to people just before you ran up here. When you look around the room at an event like a Masters Worlds, you see a lot of faces, some of which maybe catch your eye, not because of them being recent friends, but because of them being around at your beginning. Can you name a few people that just pop to mind that were there at the beginning that mean a lot to you, and why?
No, that's hard to be put on the spot. I can tell you I ran into a few on the course today. I got to see Tavish, who was one of the women who, when I started back in Oklahoma and venturing up to Kansas, Christy and Tavish, and there was a few other women from Kansas that's where I went to play against other women, because Oklahoma had 1 or 2. And so I've already ran into Sheila Kirkham. I've already ran into a few women that were there when I started 25 years ago. So it is fun to see the longevity of the sport and know that the very few women, that were around when I started this game so long ago, they're still around too. So hopefully we will continue, and we'll be like Sue Horn in our 70s, and we'll still be here kicking butt like she does.
You were nearby enough to be able to come up and play in this area over the years, in some cases just to get a big enough field to make it a competition. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about, from your perspective, the change in Emporia over the years, the growth, the embrace of the sport in this community, the quality of the courses? Just what comes to mind when you think of Emporia?
Walking across the street, we were laughing. I was showing my friend from Vegas, who this is her first time here, like all the shops, we just passed 4 shops walking in that have nothing to do with disc golf. But disc golf was in every one of their windows. It's a boutique that has disc golf T-shirts that has nothing to do. They're selling all other kinds of clothes, and so there's that around the entire town. Every little shop, there's something on the radius, painting on the brick wall around the corner. You know, that's a what? 50 by 30 painting on the brick outside of the Radius Brewery. Has a disc golf basket with a cowboy putting. But disc golf is everywhere in this town. They've accepted it. They love it. They embrace it. They enjoy it because we bring a lot of people to this town year after year. And so I think disc golf has really made this town grow. I don't know how many people move here just for disc golf, but there's a lot of people that come and visit every single year. And even locals, like I ran into another Okie, Ron Converse, yesterday. He's like, I play up here just as much, if not more, than down in Oklahoma. So I think a lot of people enjoy coming here just to play golf because there are so many courses and there's so many tournaments that they run here. So,
Jennifer, I want to wrap things up with a little bit more of a personal question. You've always been very clear about the fact that you sort of have dueling careers. You've spent much of your life earning your day-to-day living for yourself and your family off the course as a physical therapist. But disc golf has always been a part of your life. Can you talk about how you've made that work and what disc golf means to you in the context of your unique life?
I look back now on how busy I was this first full year of on tour this last year. And I was like, how in the world did I ever do that for 20-something years? Because it's so busy now. But golf was different then. You know, we played Saturday, Sunday. We may still play 4 rounds and a final 9, but it was on 2 days. Where now it's spread, 4 or 5 days. Like everything is just spread out, which is great. It mirrors, the PGA. And so I see, we're trying to grow the sport that way. So things are changed, and what I had done for 20 years is not really possible now. Playing every Disc Golf Pro Tour event and having a full-time job, unless it's a remote job, it's impossible. So what I did through the entire beginning of my career, I couldn't do now. I did not realize until recently how balanced of a human that made me. And so I can really feel that I'm missing the rewarding job, where this is just a grueling job, and yes, it's rewarding to see your friends, but I don't get that reward back like I got with my patients, or like I got being able to have the time in the school systems teaching disc golf. That's very rewarding as well. And so I am taking a step back and trying to find that balance back in my life of having the reward that I had for so many years working 2 things at once. So.
Jennifer Allen vying for yet another Masters Major Championship. Jennifer, best of luck.
Thank you.